Alright lads, it's a 60 vlog here and welcome to another episode of the weekend preview. I've got another 11 games for you and 11 predictions. So first I've just got to make a couple of not so much announcements but kind of just things I want to mention. One, 14! That's brilliant. The reason this video is coming out so early is because I want to get this video out of the way and then get some FIFA 14 action, even though I had it for a week because I had early access, but still, nothing like getting a hard copy. That's what she said. And then, no relevance at all. And then I also want to say, kind of something to mention on my channel is, last video I got 3 likes. It's not so much, 3 dislikes, sorry. It's not, and I'm not upset that I got 3 dislikes. I know there's probably a lot of reasons. But if you're sitting there watching and you just dislike because you don't agree with something I've said, then tell me what your opinion is in the comments, please. And if you're sitting there disliking because you don't like the way I'm doing my video, tell me how I can improve. You know, I just little things like that. I like feedback of people who watch my videos. I know there could be very because like I said last week that on the video that I'll probably get a few dislikes for saying that I don't think Powell's a that good manager, or I probably got a few dislikes from Millwall fans because I'm a Toronto fan, and I'm commenting on that. You know, there were so many other reasons. But if you are if you're disliking because you don't agree with me, or you don't, or you want me to do my videos better, just tell me just put a comment below, tell me what I can do better or what your opinion is. So let's crack on with the predictions. The first game is huge. The Mentor versus the Master. Andre Villas-Boas versus Jose Mourinho. Spurs versus Chelsea. It's going to be a very close match. Two very strong teams. We end up predicting 2-2 win. I mean, both teams look very strong. Obviously, Spurs, signing a lot of new players. Chelsea not signing that many new players, but just look strong because it's Mourinho, you know. So yeah, I think 2-2 will be a pretty, and I think both teams will be fairly happy with a 2-2 draw, to be honest. Next game is Aston Villa versus Man City. I predicted 2-0 win for Man City. They looked really strong against Man United. If they can pull off any kind of performance even close to that, even like 20% of that, they'll coast past Aston Villa. No offence to Aston Villa, of course, very good team, but they're no match for the team that Man City has and the way Man City played last week against Manchester United. Next game is Fulham versus Cardiff. I'm just a 1-0 win for Fulham. I mean, not really much to say about that. You know, it's not, again, as I said, not much to say about that game at all. Next game, Hull versus West Ham. It's a 0-0 draw. Again, not much to say about that game. Next game, Manchester United versus West Bromwich Albion. Predicted Man United to bounce back with a 2-1 win. If it's anything like, you know, I think this kind of moment is when we're going to find out if Man United are like, obviously we know they're not like what they are under Fergie, but whether they're even going to capture a step it, because what Man United do, they never, under Fergie, they barely ever went on bad runs. They'd like lose a couple of games here and there, but I'd never go on like a run of like 3 or 4 games when they lose, generally speaking here. So if they can capture that kind of attitude under Moyes, then I predict them to bounce straight back with a 2-1 win over West Brom. Next game is Southampton versus Crystal Palace. I predict 2-1 there. Also, again, not much really to say about that match. I mean, Southampton coming off a really good win against Liverpool, and Palace haven't really done much this season. And as I've said in millions of videos, they've signed a lot of players, but haven't signed Premier League quality players, and that's the difference, and that's why I can't see them doing brilliantly. Next game is Swansea versus Arsenal. I'm going to predict a 3-2 win for Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal looking fantastic over the last few weeks, and Swansea looking pretty good themselves. So it'll be a good game for Arsenal. Be a really probably the best test of the last couple weeks. but I still expect them to go out 3-2 winners. Next game is Stoke versus Norwich. I picked a 1-0 win for Stoke, no for Norwich, sorry. And again, not really much to say about that. Next game, Sunderland versus Liverpool. I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Liverpool. Liverpool have been in very good form this season with the return of Luis Suarez as well. And I think he'll feel that holding of the missing creativity that I had last year when Coutinho was gone. Now they have Suarez to have that creativity, so they're in a much better position than they were last week. And Sunderland, obviously, without a manager, they're not hiring a manager. They're announcing a manager after, at some point next week, I think I remember them saying. So, they are always going to struggle without a proper manager. I hate them, mate. That could work both ways. They could go out and get a surprise win, but I just can't see it personally. Next game, Everton versus Newcastle. I was thinking of just predicting Everton to win by loads, but I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. I just feel like Newcastle will really be wanting to get a good result at Goodison, and Everton will still be maintaining a 100% record. So I could easily see it swinging to Everton's way. I'd be slightly surprised if Newcastle win it, but it's surprised it could happen. The next game is Burnley versus Charlton, and I'm not very confident, not after the way we performed last week against Millwall. And if we play like we did against Millwall, we'll get absolutely battered by a really good Burnley side. Burnley have looked quite good this season, despite losing Charlie Austin. But I really can't see us doing too well in that game, I'm afraid. As I said, 2-0. If Kermgan returns from injury, that may give us a slightly better chance. But again, even if he is, we're still going to struggle because he can't completely change the game. I wouldn't have been entirely confident to have gone in beating Millwall because Burnley are a good team. But so yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Please like it, comment what you think of all my predictions, what are your predictions, and all stuff like that. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.